Hey food friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we're making a healthy bone broth and fire cider, so this is like a twofer for you all. I love making bone broth. I do it all the time. Ever since I got my Instapot 8 years ago, I do it a lot. I started actually roasting chicken for it, so it has this really nice color. Fire cider is fantastic too. It really helps your immune system. You can take it daily or whenever you start feeling sick. So you want to get your ingredients together. The bone broth is basically anything you want to throw in there in addition to actual bones. So I like using chicken legs and chicken feet because they have the most collagen. And then with your fire cider, it's the same kind of thing. You can add any kind of ingredients you want as long as it has some sort of chili pepper, garlic, onion, maybe some ginger, and then citrus, and then you top that off with apple cider vinegar. We're starting with the bone broth today. So first, what I like to do is I like getting these marinated chicken legs from Costco and then chicken feet. Add a little bit of oil on those chicken feet with some seasoning with the marinated legs. Roast them in the oven for 30 minutes at 425 just so they have some nice color on them. And then make sure that you want to scrape all of the really nice brown bits off of a sheet pan. So you don't have to line it or anything because you're going to just pretty much pull it all from that pan, put it in your pressure cooker or your Instapot. And then if you have any vegetable scraps, onion skins, herbs, I like putting peppercorns, a little bit of splash of apple cider vinegar as well. That helps kind of encourage the collagen to release from those bones. And then you just want to cover it with water and then pressure cook that for about 90 minutes. And use your natural release until the pin drops. Don't do a fast release because you'll get liquid sputtering all over your counters. Then you want to strain out everything into a colander. And then what I do is I take that liquid and I also strain it twice. I strain it through more of a fine mesh into a pot on the stove. And then you want to reduce that using a simmer for about 2 more hours. So it's going to reduce this way down into a really nice and jiggly concentrate. And the reason why I do this instead of making a broth, I do more of the concentrate, is because when you fill up these little deli containers, it takes less space in your freezer. Look how jiggly that is. That's perfect. That really released a lot of that collagen. That's what you're looking for. And you can just freeze it, add 4 to 6 cups of water to it, and make soup with those. Okay, now with our fire cider, this is a 3-week process, so you want to pretty much cut all of the vegetables into pretty large sizes just to make it easier to strain. If you can get fresh horseradish and fresh turmeric, which is that bright orange pieces that I was throwing in there, that's going to be really great. And then I add red onion for these. I add orange. I even have lemongrass here, which is something because I just had extra. Like I said, you can customize this to whatever you have available. Any kind of herbs too you want to throw in there. I have some dried sage. I think I put some cinnamon in there as well. You really want to make it your own. And you just top that off with the apple cider vinegar. And make sure that you're gently shaking that. You want to make sure that lid is nice and sealed. And then do that every single day for 3 weeks. You want to agitate it, keep it in a dark place. And you want to strain out the liquid in that fine mesh strainer. And I do this in a really big mason jar so that way I have lots of fire cider left over. I want to kind of try new recipes, so I have 2 jars that I'm going to be pouring these into. One I'm going to add honey to for something that you want to maybe take daily or sip when you start to feel sick. And then I'm doing one without honey, so I can add it to different sauces and condiments, and you can add to make a vinaigrette out of this. So I'm going to kind of experiment with those 2 types. There goes in the honey. Also, when you're taking this, even with the honey, it could be really intense, so you can also add it to your tea or dilute it with some water. The point is that all of these health benefits coming from this fire cider is really going to kill bacteria, especially if you have that sick feeling in the back of your throat. It's really good to have something like this on hand. And if you put it in your fridge, it'll last pretty much the year. I know my sister makes this and she goes through it pretty fast with her family of 4. It's just me, so it's going to take a lot longer. But I hope you enjoy this sort of double action-packed healthy episode. And if you like this episode, please like and subscribe. leave something nice in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.